Good morning, everyone, or good evening, depending on where you are in this vast spinning world of ours. It's Elvin here, your voice from Green Ground, settling in with a warm cup of something strong to guide us through the stories shaping our day. Picture us gathered around a cozy fire, not the tragic kind we'll talk about soon, but one that crackles softly as we unpack the news, not with cold facts, but with the kind of gentle curiosity that makes sense of it all. We've got tales of heartbreak and hope, from snowy peaks to sun-baked frontiers, and a few bright spots to remind us humanity's got a knack for turning pages. Let's dive in, shall we? Let's start where the night turned to nightmare, in the heart of the Swiss Alps, where New Year's Eve celebrations at a bustling bar ended in unimaginable loss. Officials now point to sparklers, those innocent twinkles we love, as the likely spark that ignited a fire, engulfing the ceiling in flames captured on harrowing video. At least 40 lives were lost, over 100 injured, in what survivors described like a scene from a horror movie. People on fire breaking windows, falling out in desperation, a crush so tight many couldn't escape the underground space. One witness, Victoria, shared how it felt like chaos unfolding, with someone even trying to smother the blaze with a piece of clothing before the inferno took hold. The bar owner insists everything met standards, but authorities have declared 5 days of national mourning, a solemn pause for a nation that cherishes its festive spirit. It's a stark reminder, isn't it, how quickly joy can flip to sorrow in a crowded room, urging us all to hold our loved ones a little closer tonight. Shifting across continents to Australia, where the new year brings no respite from nature's fury. Bushfires are raging fiercer, forcing evacuation orders as conditions worsen by the hour. Officials are pleading with residents to leave now, before the flames claim more than land. They've already scorched vast areas, turning holiday cheer into urgent flight. It's that familiar dance with the elements down under, where dry winds and heat whip up monsters that test our resolve but also showcase the unbreakable spirit of communities pulling together. From fire to darker shadows of conflict, Russia claims a Ukrainian drone strike hit a cafe in Kherson, killing 27 in a blast that shattered a moment of normalcy. Details are stark, the toll heavy, a grim chapter in an ongoing saga that's left too many scars. Meanwhile, in Bangladesh's Shariatpur district, a 50-year-old trader met a brutal end, stabbed and burned in an act that defies comprehension. These stories pull at the heart, don't they? They whisper of vulnerabilities in places we might never visit, yet they bind us in our shared humanity, calling for justice and peace where violence tries to take root. But let's lift our gaze to brighter horizons, shall we? Bulgaria has taken a monumental step, adopting the euro as its official currency come January 1st, 2026, welcoming itself into the Eurozone family. Imagine the symbolism, after years of preparation, shedding the lev for that familiar silver and gold, streamlining trade, travel, dreams across borders. It's a vote of confidence in unity, a quiet triumph for a nation weaving itself tighter into Europe's tapestry. Nearby, Thailand and Cambodia have inked a ceasefire, putting an end to weeks of border skirmishes that had tensions boiling. Handshakes over maps, promises to stand down. It's the kind of diplomacy that doesn't make splashy headlines but saves lives, fostering hope for neighbors who've clashed too long over lines on a page. Over in China, a thoughtful policy shift. Taxes on contraceptives are being lifted, all in a bid to nudge birth rates upward amid a population dip. It's pragmatic, isn't it? Recognizing that families need encouragement in a world of high costs and big changes, aiming to balance the scales for generations ahead. Indonesia, too, is rewriting its story with a new penal code, ditching colonial-era laws after more than 80 years. This isn't just paperwork, it's a legal rebirth, modernizing justice to fit a vibrant, forward-looking society, sweeping away echoes of the past. And in Iran, protests simmer on, fueled by economic strains, drawing responses from officials and voices abroad. Warnings fly, demonstrations persist. It's a tense rhythm, but one that underscores the universal push for better days, where people refuse to stay silent. Now, to lighten the load with some sports magic that always gets the blood pumping. Australia's Pakistan-born batter Usman Khawaja has hung up his boots after an Ashes test, retiring on a high note in a career full of grit and grace. The man who faced down bouncers and bowlers with that trademark poise, farewell to a legend who's inspired so many. In chess, India's Arjun Erigaisi snagged bronze at the World Blitz Championship, his quick mind flashing across the board like lightning. And down in Bengaluru, the Junior National Kho-Kho Championship is underway, young talents flipping, diving, chasing that ancient game with fresh fire. These moments, they're pure elixir, showing sports power to unite, excite, build the stars of tomorrow. As we wrap our thoughts around these threads, tragedy in the Alps pulling us into reflection, Reforms and rivalries painting a world in flux, athletes reminding us of triumph's thrill. It's clear 2026 is already a year of contrasts. The Swiss fire, sparked by sparklers in a packed bar, claimed dozens as flames raced across the ceiling, survivors scrambling in the crush, windows shattering under desperate weight. Australia's evacuations echo past battles with bushfires, a call to action amid deteriorating skies. Those losses in Kherson and Shariatpur sting with raw injustice. Yet Bulgaria's Euro embrace and the Thailand-Cambodia truce offer steady light. 1. China's contraceptive tax cut, Indonesia's legal overhaul, their bets on brighter futures. Iran's streets pulse with unresolved energy, while Khawaja's retirement, Eragaisi's medal, and Cocoa Kids in Bengaluru spark joy. 1. What ties it all? Our capacity to mourn, adapt, celebrate. That bar in the Alps, video showing a man futilely battling flames with cloth, people fleeing as the underground trap closed in. It's seared into memory, prompting Switzerland's mourning period. Australia urges flight from fire's path. Drones and daggers claim lives far away. But currencies unify, ceasefires heal, policies nurture, codes evolve, protests demand, sports soar. Friends, that's the world whispering to us today, elegant in its chaos, charming in its resilience. If this resonated, hit that like button, drop a comment with your take, and subscribe for more daily dives like this. Check the description for deeper links and info to explore. Share your thoughts below. What story hit you hardest? Until next time, stay curious, stay kind. Alvin out.